Welcome to Smart Procurement, where we make procurement simple, smart, and practical. No fluff, no confusion, just real insights you can use. Let's begin.
Today, we're diving into one of the most misunderstood Incoterms out there, DPU, delivered at place unloaded. Trust me, once you really get this one, your international trade negotiations become a whole lot smoother, faster, and less stressful. So, let's jump right in and clear up the confusion once and for all. What does DPU actually mean? DPU stands for Delivered at Place Unloaded, and the keyword here is unloaded. Under DPU, the seller doesn't just transport the goods to the agreed location. They are fully responsible for getting them there and unloading them safely. Only once the goods are on the ground and available at the named place does the responsibility shift. At that exact moment, the buyer takes over, along with the risk, control, and next steps in the supply chain. Let's break down the seller's responsibilities under DPU. The seller is fully in charge of export clearance. They arrange and pay for the main transport. They deliver the goods to the agreed destination. And importantly, they also handle the unloading. In fact, the seller carries all risk right up until the goods are completely unloaded at the agreed location. And what about the buyer? Their responsibility begins after unloading is complete. From that point forward, the buyer handles import clearance, pays all duties and taxes, and arranges onward transport from the delivery location to the final destination. Now here's the part most people mix up. DAP and DPU look similar, but they are not the same. Under DAP, the seller delivers the goods, but does not unload them. Under DPU, the seller delivers and takes responsibility for unloading. So here's a simple rule you'll never forget. If the seller is stepping out and touching the forklift, that's DPU. If they stay in the truck, hand you the paperwork, and wave goodbye, that's DAP. Let's clear up a few common myths about DPU. Myth number 1. DPU is only for ports. Not true. DPU can apply to any named place, a warehouse, a yard, a terminal, or even a job site. Myth number 2. DPU is always safer for the buyer. Not necessarily. If unloading is difficult or risky, the seller carries that risk, but the buyer still must clearly define the unloading conditions in the contract. Myth number 3. DPU is the same as the old DAT. Close, but not quite. DAT was limited to terminals only. DPU, however, can be used anywhere as long as the place is clearly agreed. So, when does DPU actually make sense? Use DPU when the seller has strong unloading capability, when the buyer wants a truly hands-off delivery, or when the site has clear, controlled unloading conditions. But be careful. Avoid DPU if unloading is risky, if the delivery site is congested or chaotic, or if the seller has no real control over the unloading equipment. Here's a simple real-world example. Imagine you're receiving heavy machinery at a project site. If the supplier organizes the crane, brings the equipment to your site, and unloads it for you, that is DPU. But if the supplier only delivers the machinery to your gate and you handle the unloading yourself, that is DAP. So the next time someone casually drops DPU into a contract, ask one simple question: who's unloading? Because that single detail can save you money, time, and a whole lot of headaches. If you found this useful, hit the like button, subscribe for more smart procurement insights, and stay sharp. I'll see you in the next one.